Semifinal number 2. First semifinal was an upset already, with Fly defeating Lin in an Orc Mirror. Unbelievable! Those were the two most recent WCAA champions. Now we have Yumiko, former silver medalist of WCAA 2014, against one of the guy who never made it out of the WCAA group stage, surprisingly. But WCAA 2014 was his first big showing in the international Warcraft World 1-0, back when his name was Terra and he played Orc. So what's happening on the first map, that is Amazonia? Yumiko back in the scene, in the competitive scene, after being a streamer and caster for years, to being so disheartened by the getting crushed by TH and Infi all the time. Getting better and better, but still not on the very top-notch level. Archmage, Lab Creep, Standard. 1-0 though. Is this the strongest 1-0 we've seen since his GCS wins? I think so. He's playing no Dreadlord, no Lich, just straight up DK Fiends again. And he's so successful with it. He seems to be in an unbeatable shape recently, if he takes things seriously. 4 skeletons, Yumiko is expanding. And this is as old as this map. Human tries to expand, Undead trying to pressure it. DK has 3 coils to work with. How many kills can he get? How many steals can he land? That's the first one. That's the aura. That seems to be a little too easy, but Yumiko is putting on some pressure with 3 footmen on this DK. Really wants to get rid of him, but the skeletons are getting not more kills so far. Good play by Yumi, but how many peasants is he losing? 1, 2. Oh boy. That's big kills. Oh my god. Oh, Then we called him the Necromancer because he used the skeletons so well. And here's another example why DK has to abandon this harass now. But the Fiend is still there. The skeletons are still there. The Rock Golem is still alive. It's a disaster of an early game for Yumiko. Fiend at 50%, but he can still heal that. Skeletons. Oh no. Do they kill another? Oh, yeah, they do. Oh my god. At least he got level 3. Got the scroll. But that was quite some time to recover, to buy a new role of Necromancy, and of course to tech 2 new Fiends in production. There's 1 more coil as well. This expansion is so late. Oi, 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 oi. €3 donation by Exactly. Back to Warcraft brings back old memories. Lots of Intel Friday night games visited, an hour spent watching Giga back then. Will not be my last donation. Thank you guys. Nice to get you back to Warcraft. Yeah, very, very fond memories of these times. I actually casted an Intel Friday night game in Bremen. It was dark playing. I don't know his opponent, to be honest. Maybe Hasuops. Hasuops did a lot of Bremen Friday night games because he was living pretty close. So, 1-0 keeps up the pressure. 2.5 is a good early game, I guess. What? Whoa. Okay, what's he doing there? Skeletons put it in the work. It's only a 3 peasant expansion by now. Has to pull new ones. His lumber is so low. His tech is gonna be so late. That's the real 1-2-0. Can we call it any differently? I don't think so. Feels like in the past 1.5 years, 1-2-0 was always in this is not my final form yet mode. But he unleashes it recently. To be honest, Yumiko shouldn't be on his level. This is what this early game should look like. DK close to 3. Ooh, lightning shield. This is a little unfortunate. Especially with this DK being so low.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another lightning shield. But on the Lich it actually helps now. No deny, please. Okay, uses the Nova. Ah, denies this one though. It is level 3, that's the most important thing. And 4 Fiends. Yumiko was doing a decent job in distracting. Keeping 1-2-0 busy. Making sure that this creep spot last for as long as humanly possible. But now, Coil, Nova, bye-bye Archmage. He has boots, so it's good to run away. But still no tech. This is 7 minutes, no tech. I'm not sure if this expo even paid off. Scout Tower is up, but Scout Tower will be cancelled, I guess, as well. 4 Fiends, tier 3 on the way. And so much damage. It is a lot of footmen, to be honest. Does he have defend? Oh, doesn't have defend. With good kiting, and there should be no question that 120 is one of the best kiting in the world. And Nova. This should lead to a lot of kills. Set you a little far forward. DK catching some hits. Always a threat of being surrounded. This was well done by Yumiko. This was a good number of footmen. They were ready. If only had the lumber for defense now, but I don't think he's gonna get that. Still one Nova. Shop isn't up. He continues to get some kills, but the progress, especially on the DK, isn't that great. Frost Armor would help a ton, but he's also half a level away. And no Nova anymore. That's the first surround. Oh, Burrow. But reveal immediately. Yumiko, one of the very few humans who think of this. Happy saved so many fiends with that one ability. 2-for-1 trade. Another surround here, though. 2 coils remaining. Is he able to fight out? Dust is still there. Does he have another? Yeah, this is definitely a kill. If he's willing to commit, and he is. Dude, this defense is working surprisingly well. 2 fiends lost, that's 420. And a DK surround as well. He's fighting through this, though. And it is Frost Armor. This means that was the last Nova for a long time. Or for a little time. We have statues, so not for a long time. But he can't eat skeletons. Footmen dying is what they're supposed to do. They are buying time for more towers and the tech that is finally at 60%. But 120 has arrived on tier 2. Healing up these statues. Does he have backpack? Nope. So at one point he has to move back to get an orb. I thought this 4 fiend pressure would work out a lot better. But Yumiko with mass footmen, almost a little fortitude-esque. Holding nice, getting another surround. His 2-2 partner, 120 WFZ. It's called the Lord of the Rings. But here today on AZ, it's Yumiko. DK. Is that a TP that he was looking for before? Yes, it is. I am very impressed by Yumiko's survival skills. This was a 7-minute expansion. Yet the biggest push is to come. The biggest push is yet to come. But this was very good. Destroyer upgrade isn't finished. Heroes are not on crazy levels. It's still 3-2. We don't have an orb? Ah, okay. He passed it now, I thought. What the hell? Lich still with his ice attacks? What's this? And Yumiko is buying even more time. Waiting for the MK, teching to tier 3, getting more and more towers. Is 120 jumping on the happy train when it comes to pushing expansions and goes for the Pit Lord? I think so. What's this distraction gonna cause? He's trying to get rid of that shot, but maybe it's a little too late. 120 decides to defend this, though. Coil doesn't do too much. This is just buying time for tier 3, and we all know how powerful humans become on tier 3. Nova is ready. Coil is ready. This is a TP out without draining some mana off of the undead, as ghouls are coming in for the defense. Fiends trying to distract, but the SimCity is very good, as Yumiko SimCity always is. I was about to say that leveling up the Mountain King could become an issue, but not if you get more and more fiends. That's again, he's revealing before the burrow. Yumiko. This is level 3 now, though, and the mana of the Mountain King gone. The pendulum swings back, and that's a lot of kills. This is one of the strongest timings that 120 has, and in the entire game. No level 4 Archmage, no level 3 MK, footman numbers really low, but it's double workshop. Look at the queue. Look at this gyrocopter queue. Only 38 supply. Here comes the Pit Lord though. The destroyers, they will be taken care of in a bit. Do we have web? We don't. Is he pooling the gyros already somewhere? Yes, I don't see it. Trying to destroy a Bustis. 3 towers. 3 arcane towers. 4 gyros with no web. Oh, that's a lot of damage here though. Now he's moving in. No web. Decisive hold for Yumiko. 1,200 gold for him. 1 tower falls, but there's more. He wants these peasants, obviously. He's not moving in the gyros. He's still waiting for more. Giving 1-0 time for the web. I think that's a missed chance. Maybe he's not aware that there's no web. He must have expected the web. 1-0 diving deep. And here are the gyros now. Almost instantly killing 1 destroyer. Web comes in. But he killed so many fiends that he can't web them all. This destroyer saved with little HP, but he can't save this one. No way in hell. So now the problem is, how do you deal with the ground? Expo pretty much wiped out. He shouldn't have the damage to kill it off. Yumiko down to 43. First night out. And no double income anymore. He spent 1,000 gold. And that was a lot of peasant kills. No repair. Waiting for the paladin. Waiting for the knights. He has enough gyros in my opinion. He needs to engage. He can't repair. Oh, Yumiko, you did so well. He's so far away as well. Can't TP on it. He buy a TP? He just lets it go. Wow. For what?
A player's forces are under attack.
Was that the right call? Maybe he needs levels. He has pretty much no items, like no orb, no staff. And that's also no TP. Oh no. Sundering Blades is ready to deal a little better with the fiends, who are not in this fight yet. Ghouls in this fight as well. Web comes in. Destroyer at 30%. Misses a couple of webs, I think, or are they all on cooldown? Oh, all on cooldown, actually. Oh, that destroyer is saved. That's so big. There's no anti-air anymore except the water elementals. But it's 2 destroyers again. Gyro numbers weren't high enough. Yumiko trying to run away out of that corner that he was pressured in. Expo gone. No high levels. This is knights only. A-bomb's coming. Damage source are fiends.
Player's forces are under attack.
I think big mistake to not use the flying machines when there was no web. Hero levels for Water Zero look super impressive. 5, 4, 3 around the corner. Yumiko down at 50. What does it expect a second expansion, but it's just one base. Knights aren't teched yet. Fiends are. 0-1. No disease cloud yet. Is it coming? No, maybe due to the usage of ghouls in the fight. Couldn't go for it. Alright. Here are the gyros. Moves them back. Is there enough web? I doubt it. Oh, lots of damage with the Rain of Fire, but moves them out of it pretty much instantly. One destroyer down. Still a lot of gyros. And these destroyers fall super quickly. Can the knights cut through the fiends before the hero levels are too crazy? We're close to 5-4-3 now. Knights at 50%, aiming for that hero kill. There's no TP! And of course, undeads have no staff, so Divine Shield used. He wants to get all the damage on the DK, trying to fight out with the Holy Light. He saves that knight, keeps the surround block. Level 5 gives him more HP, and that is Death Pact! Kills an A-bomb, is full HP again. Oh, wow. A Bear Grylls DK, that's an MK falling. Hero levels way too sick at this point. And Yumiko loses this game. GG! That was 1-0, taking map number 1 on Amazonia. But way stronger Yumiko than I expected. Pretty much down to one mistake in my opinion. Great holes with Footman. Of course, this instant expansion is always risky. And he got punished for it hard. The expansion was very late. But for that, for how bad the early game was, Yumiko had a great hold, great surrounds. But in the end, destroyers in the push were too good, and then the levels were crazy. I thought this would be a lot more one-sided, to be honest. That was a full HP A-bomb that he just ate, right? That was pretty sick. Yeah. Amazonia is so hard to expand nowadays. Not nowadays. Always been that way. And 1-0 again, straight up. Losing a lot of fiends. That's atypical. And maybe his tier 3 push was a little delayed because of it. But apart from that, great micro. And that's how we won game number 1. Game 2, Northern Isles. Yumiko did really well on AZ, but 1-0 did a little better. And there we go. Yumiko in the bottom left. I wouldn't be too surprised to see an MK first off of Yumi. Who's still looking for a team, by the way. But no, not here. It's an Archmage again. And no instant expansion this time, which will result in a faster level 3 and a guaranteed level 2. Oh, it's a Dreadlord! He's back to Dreadlording, ladies and gentlemen. Side, if you're doing anything else than watching this game, get in there and give me some Dreadlord Pro insights. So it's gonna be 2 base, huh? Yumiko scouts it, sees it, and has to adapt now. Footmen surround. Oh, creeps are still woke. This footman shall not move back. Skeletons are chasing. Not sure if he gets the kill with this. But he finally cleans up this spot. This footman alone caused a little distraction and bought Yumiko a lot of time. Dreadlord level 2 now. Ring of Region is actually really good for him. 5 Peasant Expo. But we go Carrion Swarm immediately. Archmage slept. Always a footy here. Necessary to block his way out. Sometimes Warcraft hitboxes work in mysterious ways. But Yumiko playing a great anti-Dreadlord Archmage so far. And as I say it, I curse him. That's the surround. Finally, after 3 attempts with the last sleep, he's able to fight out though, is he? Another block. Wow, 1-0. That ghoul movement here. Well done. Not sure if he lost too many ghouls. He's still here with 2 expos coming up. 4 in the base, more coming. And there is an expansion, but there's no tower. And there's Carrion Swarm. Well, he can't use it as he's low mana, and I think he will save it for sleep. But this is a slaughter. Counter push by Yumiko. TP gone. Quite risky. Goes for boots, I guess. Once again, low on lumber. Very low on lumber. And the ghouls eat the militia. I kind of love to see cannibalize, actually. As there are so many corpses. Nerubian tower up. There's something wrong with the overlay, right? Sorry about that tap out. But I have to fix it real quick. There we go. Archmage not level 3. Oh. Dreadlord level 2.4. More peasants falling. This is not looking good for Yumiko. Since this surround, man, nothing really going his way. He's focusing so hard on the Nerubian tower. That will, of course, supply stack 1-0. And that's why it is the right call. Expo still up. And it is the tower gone. Okay. That's not mass ghouls for now. Does he still have the time to kick this haunted? That should never be possible. It was a ton of worker kills. Alright, we have mana again. We can work with Carrion Swarm. Haunted gold mine is up. Where's the Archmage? Good splits by Yumi. Delaying mining as well. It should be pretty easy to start mining again. Yep, but the 2 goals of 1-0. Decent multitasking so far. Yumi is kind of forgetting about these footmen. Or does he have the right timing? He does have the right time. Archmage sends in the Water Elemental. Super afraid of being sleep surrounded again. Staffs home now. And defends against the ghouls. Okay, we have ourselves a game. Seven-minute tier 1 on both sides. 1-0 unsupply blocked. Level 3 Dreadlord with a level 2 Carrion Swarm. This is gonna be super obnoxious.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still no tower for Yumi. He's sacrificing a lot of safety for maybe a fast attack. Still, like, there's not a... Okay, now lumber workers. 4 lumber workers. He needs the shop. But when is he supposed to tech? He needs towers and tech. This is still not looking good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Whew, Carrion Swarm 2. So many peasants. Yumi has to call militia again. This is less lumber. This is half attack for 1-0 already. Add 40 supply. Oh, look at this mass ghouls. Expo gone. No chance to hold this. Also, no real chance to counter push this with a narrow tower up. Footman numbers are okay, but what if 1-0 just goes for Gargs? Zeppelin, okay. Oh, that lines up to be a perfect Carrion Swarm. Not going for it yet. Yes, he does kill a couple of acolytes. But that's fine. Waiting for the tech. He's the one with 2 bases still. Just mass T1. It looks like Likings, but ghouls are streaming in now. It's so many ghouls. It's 44 supply ghouls. And an AoE spell. Whoosh! This looks unholdable. Water Elementals are the biggest threat. Oops, sorry. They get taken care of so quickly. Ghouls dominate! This looks a little like the campaign. Good thing so far. No anti-air for Yumi, so maybe with the Zeppelin drops. It's level 4 now. Vampiric Aura as well. Staffs are not really an option anymore. Tier 3 tech immediately. No second crypt yet. I wonder what he does. Like, is he rushing worms or something? Unholy Strength. For more damage. And level 5. He's having fun now. He's having a lot of fun. Still no expo. Yumiko is forced to play this mass footman. Has double heal scrolls. Okay, that's nice. But he's not having Blizzard or anything worthwhile. Oh my. He's feeding the Dreadlord. What a feast for the vampire.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, second crypt now, on the way to tier 3. So it's Garx. 1-0 can play everything. He can play Mass Acolytes now and he would win. Once there's Carrions, 3. Oh, double mana potion. He's so rich. Invo potion, Archmage, protection scroll on the ghouls, and they have lifesteal. 20% lifesteal plus this attack upgrade. There would be another Carrion Swarm. Oh. He's waiting for Frenzy, isn't he? I think so. Is this the end? There's no second sleep after this. Maybe you should have been... oh, there is! Because there were mana potions, I forgot. So staff on cooldown, Archmage... Oh, another invul! Yumiko is doing everything to hold on here. But... When, oh, reveal. Level 4, okay. Carrion Swarm executes the Archmage and wins him the game. Very good Dreadlord performance. Very good timings. Yumiko losing way too many peasants in the early to have somewhat of a chance. That was just incredibly one-sided map 2, and we will get our winner bracket final in Fly versus 1-2-0, and Yumiko is playing Lin in the lower bracket. As you can see here, Yumiko doing really well on AZ on Northern Isles against this Dreadlord. He dodged the quite a few surrounds. But maybe he was skipping on towers a little too much. And yeah. That's how the bracket is. After the first 2 games, we have 3 more for you. Winner bracket final, lower bracket semifinal, lower bracket final. Should be around 3 hours of more Warcraft here on Back to Warcraft. If you like what we do, feel free to follow us here. To follow us on all of our socials. They're all in the stream description. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. Here on Twitch, we're getting close to 90,000 followers. So if you would help us out with that, it would be glorious. And keep on watching here because we are close to 10 million views as well. If you want to help us out financially, you can sub here on Twitch. You get replays for that and emotes and a sub badge that represents you, the Back to Warcraft supporter. It's wonderful. You can throw us a donation via PayPal or credit card, or I think even cryptocurrency. We have merchandise and an Amazon ref link, all that in the description. Little break, then we talk happy and whatever he said on Twitter, and then we're back with WCAA All-Star Invitational Group B.